Tom Lin, the director of the movie you're about to see, The Garden of Evening Mists. Well, I mean, it's based on a Malaysian novel. So I was actually invited to be on the project. So the novel was already there. Our screenwriter Richard wrote a couple of drafts, and that's kind of how it came about. The Malaysian writer, he cares about Malaysian history a lot, and it's his second novel, and I just found the novel very intriguing. I found going to Malaysia to shoot a movie like this also very, very enticing. My way of shooting, it hasn't changed that much. Um, I'm working with a lot of professional actors now. Before it was more non-actors, but it's pretty much the same. Um, we do readings before we get on set, and so we all know what we're getting into. But there's always not enough time on set, so we do a lot of preparation. But now there's more freedom. I give myself more freedom on set. I give the actors more freedom on set to try other things. So that's more of the organic change that I would say. But I know that there's more expectation um, for my audience when they come to a movie that I make. They do hope for a sense of emotional gratification or satisfaction. They come to my movies because they know they're gonna watch drama,
Yeah.
and they know they want to see the drama of the human spirit. That's usually what I do, and so each time when I guess when I find myself attracted to any project, I find that I try to find the dramatic tension. I try to find the human aspect, and I try to make that as moving as possible because, in a way, I do know that my audiences kind of expect to be moved emotionally by the movies that I make. But when I make them, I don't really have a specific audience in mind. When I make the movies, I'm thinking more for myself. Is this something that I resonate? Do I feel something? Do I empathize with the characters? How do I show this that moves me the most? I think it's still always about moving myself as an audience. When I think of a certain way to shoot a sequence or to write a certain sequence, it's organic. But then when I get goosebumps thinking about that scene, or when I get goosebumps thinking about that image, then for me, I know, okay, this is right, this is good, this is the way it should be. Um, and I try to recreate those moments, and I try to just it's kind of a high too. You kind of want to, like, every time you're writing, you're kind of chasing that moment that makes you have goosebumps.
Mhm.
And that's, yeah, that's usually what I try to achieve, and not really be thinking about the audience. When I'm thinking about the audience, it's when I'm editing, and I start to think about, is the audience going to understand this part? Do I have to make it a little clearer? Um, and am I making it for a more sophisticated audience? Then I could get away with certain stuff, and so it's kind of like that. And with the Garden of Evening Mists, it was terribly challenging, because Malaysian history is very complex, and so when I was editing that film, I needed that to be clear. As a foreigner of Malaysia, I needed that to be clear for me and for audiences probably like me who doesn't understand the Malaysian history. Whereas when the film was showing in Malaysia, the Malaysian audience was like, "Well, yeah, we know all this. Why are you telling us all this?" So it's always a tricky balance. Hopefully, you will enjoy it. I certainly really enjoyed the time making it. I spent about a year in Malaysia. It was a life changing experience for me, and I hope you do feel the power of this movie. Um, and thank you all for coming. Thank you.